Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Albies in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 2 out, space is empty. They say you win.
1 and 2.
That one just missing inside. And the count is even 2-2. Two outs. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Riley stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Righty to the plate. That one fouled off.
Right through there for a strike. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Kicks and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And that's outside. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting Jarren Duran. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
The lefty fires. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a fair ball. To second, but way too late, safe there.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And here is Devers. Went down on strikes his first time through. Foul ball there.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
0-1 down. High fly ball out into left center field. Under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Now batting.
And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. He's 0 for 1.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Slider misses outside. Duran, the runner at second with one away. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That one missing inside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one 95 to finish him off. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. And he's already singled in this game. That one's in there, 0-1. The Red Sox with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Man at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. On a line, base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. And that one is in for a strike. And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Fenway, on to the fourth. Stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson. The pitch. Outside. Activity in the bullpen. Zach Kelly appears to be getting loose. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss. Got him looking. And one gone. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One down, base is empty. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris, walked his first time. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Ozuna rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1. And he's got himself a triple.
Wastes no time there. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Nick Pivetta out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Now on the bump, Zach Kelly.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner at third with 1 gone. So here's Murphy now. Struck out swinging his first time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Jared Kelnick. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Going, we in go mode. Going, we in go mode.
Back inside Fenway Park, bottom four, and the batter now, Wilyer Abreu.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Out to center. Harris makes the grab on the run.
Now batting. Left fielder. Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That's in for a strike. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So up next, Vaughn Grissom flied to right his first time. And there's the strike. Two down, nobody on. Strike 2.
0-2.
The wind of the pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend with the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the catcher to hit, Connor Wong. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a strike. At the belt and fires. On a line. Harris pulls it in on the run. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. All tied 1-1. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Here's Orlando Arcia. The pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And the right-hander deals. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
So the lineup flips over. Here's a big power threat. Ronald Acuna Jr. A strikeout and a walk. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. One down, base is empty. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Abreu makes the catch and a couple of quick outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Into the monster seats and gone. He'll touch them all. It's 2-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
So digging in, Austin Riley, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Here comes the 0-1. And ball 1.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Abreu settles underneath it. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Softly, cause you're like the gas tank over Mr. Softies in the winter. They ain't feeling you. See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. And he deals. That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Fought off foul. The Braves leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. And a count 1-2. Man at second. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So up next, Tristan Casas.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1. Runner edges away at second. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Popped up left side. Riley drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Kicks and deals. And fouled off. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Fenway. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here is Matt Olson. Kelly back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Greg Weisser, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Bernardino, a left-hander, also throwing. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. And another ball. ties him up, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. And that one missing low. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning game 4.
That one ripped left field, and it bangs off the monster.
He's a fastball savant with the bat, which is really helpful in today's game. Fastballs aren't getting any easier to hit these days.
So a man aboard, Michael Harris. Next up for the Braves. And a foul ball. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Murphy stands in now, looks at that one inside.
No strike.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job and find a good hitters count at 2-0.
2 outs. Out towards right center field. Abreu flashes the leather on the running catch. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Braves 2 and the Red Sox 1. Back here in Boston, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Trevor Story. As the lefty gets to work. Ball 1 there. Here comes a pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
To third, Riley. Zips it across, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. And a curve misses outside, ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. The other way, and it goes just foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. Sit down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
O'Neill now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Right through there for a strike.
No ball. He's good.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Red Sox, and they trail it here 2-1. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Greg Weisser.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kelman. And the pitch. Weisser, a 6'2" righty, 235 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Popped up. Moving under this one. Makes the catch for the out. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the ball, I'm going right back in there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Snags it for the second out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Braves go down quickly here. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the 7th. Joe stepping in for Boston. Vaughn Grissom. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Line drive, caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Throws to first in time. And that quickly, 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran will hit next. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. And our score remains 2-1. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Weiser back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. That one fouled off. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
1 strike.
Riley leads off first with 1 away. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That misses, and it's 1-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Digging in, Marcell Ozuna. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a strike.
1-1.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Braves strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. It's Devers at the plate. And here it comes. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Left-hand batter waits. That misses. Now 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. Had a good eye there.
1-0.
In the air to left down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The wind and the pitch. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. The pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Hard hit, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now he turns and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So a change being made out at second. Coming in as the pinch runner, Bobby Dahlbeck. 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Red Sox with a chance to tie it up. Right through there for a strike.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, but we've got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. Ripped on a line. Forget it. And they take the lead. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance, and they found a way to fight back big time. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Here's Trevor Story now. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
And it's fouled away. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That one's in there. That is strike two.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You're just going to hope that you can make contact.
Hit hard on the ground is short. They get the force, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Now into the game, Bobby Dahlbeck. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Number 29.
Kenley Jansen into the game.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now in for the Braves. Michael Harris. The pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. That misses. And 1-1. Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 1-2. Strike three, got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
He's under it. Hauls it in for the out. So they're down to their final out. And now here is Jared Kelnick. Hit hard. That gets through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Two outs, runner at first. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. trying to deliver as the hero. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Oh, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now. And see this offense doing it one player to the next. Showing a lot of fight right now. And they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
The Braves down to their final strike. That one off the mark. And the count 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
So the tying run at second. And that one gets past the catcher. Gets to it, on to first. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs at the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ballgame all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. Kenley Jansen picking up the save. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Low-key, dozing, that is not us. I get no sleep. Who you know that could top us? I'm like, show me. Wife ain't rocking with no sign. She an Enneagram 10. Why I need a 9 when I just registered my pen? I was climbing to the ceiling, but I think God misplaced it. They won't put me on no playlist. I'm no good at fitting in. Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the track. Nobody front, I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tap. Started making moves.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors.
Estoy puesto pa'